Hey Taurus, it's Tammy with Spot On Psychic Readings and Chippy, right on cue, right? Chippy knows. So Chippy came in for his cookie and I'm going to dive into your readings. So I'm really glad to see you all. Thanks for being here. So I'm going to pull these by feel. I already shuffled, cleared the energy. Oh, and let's do this. Make sure there's no bad energy in here. And Chippy too. Okay, Taurus, so let's dive in. Let's see what's coming for you. Be sure to watch to the end because I have a subscriber surprise for you. I'm going to be giving away 5 free personal readings, okay? So be sure to watch to the end so you get all the details so you know how to enter. But the first step is to subscribe. So make sure you're still subscribed. And if you're not and you want to get an entry into this for a free personals reading from me, go ahead and subscribe right now, okay? And I'm going to sprinkle the details throughout this video for you. And also Chippy is going to do a surprise on his channel too. So be sure to check that out later. I'll link it at the end, okay? I'm feeling the energy here. I like to do it this way because this way I make sure I don't miss any details. I won't miss any cards here for you, Taurus. Ooh, a lot of energy in your future there. Yep, let's do that one too. Okay, let's see what's coming. I haven't used these cards in a long time. They resurfaced yesterday and I was like, yeah, let's use those. Those have always been my favorites, and I've set my intention to do this whole reading upright. So yeah, okay, because they need to be upright. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. So Taurus, here we go. I'm gonna dive in. Some of you've been really like working hard towards your success. Look at this 10 of Wands. I feel you on your path to success, big time, Taurus. You may have been carrying something. Some of you might have felt like a heavy load, you know, as the 10 of Wands can show. But I feel like it's put you on this new path. I almost feel like you're carrying something that you're building, like building materials or something like that. And there's something here about a new path. You may be forging the way, okay? It may have taken a lot of work, forging the way for you and your pets even. You know, I always like the Fool card because it shows up with this little white dog in all the decks, just about. So there's something there, Taurus, about you. Your new path might be feeling a little bit difficult at this time, a little bit challenging, but you're getting there. And you've had to cut some things out that don't work, and I see you doing some things that do work. This is so interesting, this Ace of Swords right next to the 8 of Pentacles, and this is in your energy, Taurus. This is in your mind, in your heart, your soul, all through all of your molecules, okay? And all through your DNA. You're creating what you need to be creating at this time for your spiritual advancement, for your financial advancement, even for your physical comfort. I feel like you're going on this whole new path. You cut out things that don't work. And maybe at the time you were like, this really stinks that I have to cut all these things out. But then there was this whole new beginning, and it's become a cloud with the silver lining. Okay, here it is, Ace of Swords. And this is like hovering over you, not the dark cloud anymore if you had that, but the cloud with the silver lining, meaning something really good comes out of it for you. And what may have come out of this for you is some kind of a new job or new business. Maybe you decided to go from corporate to self-employed finally, like you've been wanting to do it for a long time. You know, that's for some of you. And I just get the sense, whatever it is, you're extremely passionate about it. You're building it. You're burning the midnight oil with this 8 of Pentacles. I love that card. Okay, so you're getting out of limbo. Here's the Hanged Man card. You're getting out of limbo. That's moving into the past. Now, coming up in your immediate future, we have got you walking away from something. Yeah, so you've cut things out. You're saying goodbye to something, and we'll clarify and see what this is. We'll clarify the whole reading. But what I'm seeing here is some of you are going backpacking. That's crazy. But that's what, you know, this person's doing in this card. But the traditional meaning is saying goodbye. moving on from something, maybe something you've stayed in for too long. And it goes right along with this Ace of Swords. It's like, yeah, I've cut it out. I've said goodbye to it. It kind of stinks at the moment. And then I see you deciding what you want to plant next. Look at the Seven of Pentacles. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards. This is the card of growing things and gardening, sometimes physically gardening. It can have to do with planting new mental seeds. Maybe you're telling yourself a different story, so you're getting a different outcome. Maybe you're going down a whole different path. You used to take this road to work. Now you're going to take this road, and suddenly on this road you discover something amazing that you'd never seen before. You never knew that was there, that inspired you to start a whole new business. Things work like that. So listen to the impulses from the universe, because I feel like you're being helped at this time. I have said a prayer for all of my viewers, subscribers, viewers, members, everybody, to bring a miracle to me and all my viewers. So hopefully that was it. Maybe you just need to take a different road to work. Okay, you never know where it's going to show up, but I have put that thought strongly out there, a request, okay, for a miracle. So there we go. You're planting new seeds, and this is in your more immediate future, Taurus, okay? Other people see that you've said goodbye to something. Here's the Three of Swords. Yeah, you've clearly cut something out, separated from something. Sometimes Three of Swords comes with some pain or heartache. Not always, but usually something like that. We'll clarify it and see. Let's see. Here we go. Now, here we've got Three of Wands, and no, wait, I'm reading this wrong. Hold on. Yeah, Three of Wands. Okay, I thought there was extra. New opportunities here coming in. This is your hopes and fears card, but it also came up beside Knight of Cups. Remember, I when I felt the cards again, I was like, yeah, let's get that one too. Well, that one too was the Knight of Cups. Okay, so here's the thing, Taurus. Some of you are getting a new offer, and for some of you, this new offer is love. And if it's love, yeah, I said it, romantic love. Okay, Taurus, there it is. If it's not that for you, it can be an offer that you will love. It's all about love. It's all about offers and love, okay? And new opportunities coming in, Taurus, with that. Love that. And I see you worried about it. You're like, uh-oh, love. So we'll clarify it and see where that's going. And this final outcome card is we've got the Death card. So yeah, there's a whole transition happening here, Taurus. Okay. This can be Scorpio for some of you. I think a smaller number doesn't feel really strong on Scorpio, but it will be for somebody. But this is about endings and new beginnings. Separations, endings and new beginnings. Saying goodbye. Cutting things out that don't work, but getting something better. The theme of this whole reading is that. The theme of this whole reading. So let's clarify, Taurus. Let's clarify. So what's the heavy load you've been carrying, Taurus? What's the heavy load? Heavy load for Taurus. Oh, the King of Wands. Some of you are, I don't know, you've been weighted down or bothered by King of Wands, who can be fire sign, but also can be something to do with somebody who lights a fire under you in some way. Often somebody who's married, and here's the Queen of Cups right next to it. So the heavy load you've been carrying was clarified by the King of Wands, and I asked for more on the King of Wands. I got the Queen of Cups. Now it's interesting the way they came up. Their backs are to each other. So one of these is probably you, Taurus, that you felt like the heavy load was this relationship. This person looks very ambitious, and this person looks more emotionally in tune. So I feel like there was something there about goals were different. It left you carrying a heavy load. Maybe you were the one doing all the work. Maybe you were the one doing all the emotional work or the physical work. Okay, it depends. So take it as it resonates. We'll see what else comes up, and it'll be more clear. So, your crossing card is this new path with your little dog. Okay, so let's clarify the Fool as your conflict or challenge at this time. Okay, let's see. Here's another king. Here's the King of Pentacles. So this is your conflict. You're going. Some of you may be going on a new path with an earth sign. You know, Taurus, Capricorn. Those are the two signs I feel really strongly. There's something there about moving forward, and it's a challenge. I feel like it's a challenge, Taurus, to go forward with this King of Pentacles at this time. It's almost like some of you are going from a very ambitious person who is really fiery to a more grounded person who has resources and money. Maybe this person was working towards it, this person already has it, and then somewhere in there there's this very heart-centered, nurturing, healing, even motherly, you know, and these can be a mother and a father as well. So this could be parents, and now somebody's moving on toward more resources or somebody more grounded. Okay. So cloud of the silver lining and some sort of a new business or some passion, new passion lighting up for you, Taurus, at this time. Yeah, new opportunities, big time. This has come up twice now. New opportunities come out of, yeah, and the cloud of the silver lining is giving you new opportunities and maybe the ability to go be more peaceful. This is something about being more peaceful, being more in your energy of nature, being by water. You may have left an abusive situation. Some of you, not everybody. You know, it's not showing up everybody across the board. But I am getting that there's something here when you get more into like your tranquility and a peaceful situation, you're going to be able to work your magic again. You know what I mean? You're going to be able to be in this Eight of Pentacles energy and do your passionate work. Yeah, I feel like you have been sort of discontent for a while, and also you've been struggling to get there. Five of Wands is definitely a struggle card. And you may have been having some of you, a lot of arguments, and you've moved. You're like, I'm moving out, or the other person moved out. I don't know, it's the end of battles and arguments and struggles and all that stuff. You're going someplace more peaceful. Okay, and sometimes those arguments don't even have to be with another person. The arguments can be with the environment or neighbors or, you know, things outside of a relationship. Maybe you've had struggles with your car or your driveway, or I'm seeing pathways, you know, and I say that because of this Fool card. I see literal pathways for some of you. Let's see what else comes up here, Taurus. What's wrong with that card? That card doesn't want to go back in. Okay, so we have got the Page of Pentacles here. It would not fit back into the deck. So it wants to be seen, and it has to do with your passion. I was still looking at this passion card, the Eight of Pentacles coming up. So there's something here about you learning something new so that you can either start a business or healing practice or whatever it is that lights you up, Taurus. I see it coming in with this Eight of Pentacles. Okay, you're getting out of a state of limbo and you're getting your 10 of Pentacles, more stability. So I feel like you've been in a state of limbo, but you're going towards more stability. And I would think so, considering your new path either brings you in connection with the King of Pentacles or that you become the King of Pentacles. Okay, this person who's very grounded financially, because look at this, 10 of Pentacles next to King of Pentacles, all because you get out of limbo. Okay, yeah, something, you're getting some freedom here, Taurus, some kind of freedom. Let's see what you're saying goodbye to. I can guess. I think a lot of you are saying goodbye to a relationship and a living situation, and they're kind of wrapped into one. Yeah, you may be saying goodbye to a marriage with this Four of Wands or house. Any kind of roots, any kind of things that feels like roots. I feel like you're pulling it up. You're pulling it up. Yeah, you're pulling it up. You're pulling up the weeds and growing something new. Because the next card is that Seven of Pentacles. Here's, yeah, getting out of limbo. Hanged Man has come up twice now. What is Taurus growing? Let's find out. What is Taurus growing? Well, whatever it is you're growing, it's taking strength. It's taking strength in reserve. It's taking everything that you can give it, you know, to uproot. I mean, literally, these are uprooting cards, you know, and I see all these together. The Four of Wands, clarifying the goodbye card, and, you know, all of that. All of that. And the Seven of Pentacles, that's growing something new, uprooting, and it does take, it's kind of draining for you, but look at this, success. You're headed toward success. You're headed toward this Chariot. Chariot can be cars. I mentioned cars and driveways and pathways and things like that earlier, driveways and roads and neighbors and things like that. I feel like you're going on this sort of bumpy road. You know, it's hard to keep these horses together. They're pulling in opposing directions. So I feel like you're having success in spite of things pulling you apart or pulling you in different directions, tug of wars and things like that. Taurus, success. You know that you are on the road to success. It's really important for you to know that, okay? You are on the road to success, all right? Other people see you as the Three of Swords. What does that mean? Three of Swords, you know, is a separation or heartache card. Yeah, they see that you've cut things out. Here's the Queen of Swords. They see that you have separated from something that wasn't working for you. You know, Queen of Swords is no nonsense. She's like off with their heads, you know? And I feel like you've been like off with that, out with that, you know, cutting that out. Yeah, and you're rising above it to success, to victory. Look at the Six of Wands. And also there's something here about people notice. Well, yeah, this is it started with the Three of Swords, where people are like noticing Taurus. They're like, you know, they see that you're going through a Three of Swords. They see that you're being the Queen of Swords, and they're cheering you on. Whoever's watching, family or coworkers or neighbors or whoever, is like, glad Taurus is walking away from whatever that or whoever that was. They're seeing your success. I love that. I see your success too. I feel it. I feel it with every fiber of my being, Taurus, and you deserve it. You deserve every bit of good that's coming to you. Let's look at this. This is your hopes and fears, a new love offer, new opportunities, new love offer, or some offer you will love. It's in the hopes. I hope it happens, and I'm kind of afraid it's going to happen, and oh no. Let's see what it says. Clarification is the Death card. The final outcome was also the Death card. Look at this. Transition. So you're afraid of this new love offer or new romance because you've just ended something that didn't work. Here it is twice. Can they be more obvious? Here it is twice. You've ended something and you're in the process of a whole new beginning, and you don't want it off track. You're already having a hard enough time, some of you, keeping things on track. Some of you are just fine with it. Some of you are on a rocky path, you know, depends, but it's definitely a Chariot here. But the thing I like, Taurus, there's so many success cards here, and I do want to point these out. You've got 10 of Wands, success. You've got 10 of Pentacles, success. You've got King of Pentacles, success. What else have you got? You've got the 6 of Wands, victory card, right? You've got the Chariot, success. And those are all either in your energy or in the future, or clarification of what you've cut out and, you know, where that's headed. So, all right, so let's clarify these two Death cards. Like I said, they can be Scorpio, but I think not so much in this reading. I think that they're more your new beginning. I mean, these are new beginning cards. You know, something had to fall off before you could start something new. Yeah, and here's your 10 of Wands again. So it's been hard. I'm going to just acknowledge that when I see 10 of Wands, it's success. It is. But look how tired he is. Okay? He needs a nap, right? He needs a cookie and a nap like Chippy. So there you go, Taurus. It came at a price. I mean, it's not like it dropped in your lap. You made this happen, you know? And now look what you're getting. Now you get the Sun card. So your final outcome for this reading in this situation that you've been through, Taurus, is joy and happiness, the Sun. Love that for you. All right, let me give you the last details here of my subscriber surprise. Okay, so you'll want to subscribe. Obviously, you have to be a subscriber to be entered. And also comment with your favorite card in this reading, okay? And you might want to take a screenshot of it, just, in case you win, so you can, have proof of entry and all that stuff. You don't have to, but it's helpful. And the winners will be drawn by a comment selector online, so I'm not choosing those. That it'll be completely fair and unbiased, okay? The selector does that for me. And the winners will be announced next Sunday on the community post page. So I'll make a post and you'll see it come up, so be sure to check that. And also Chippy is going to do something similar on his channel, so be sure to watch this video. Thanks.